Mexico magazine. It is published monthly and features topics from around the land of enchantment,
including our multicultural heritage, arts, climate, environment, and diverse people. And joining us now is Dave Herndon, the editor-in-chief of New Mexico magazine.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning, Dave.
Glad
All
you're
right,
here.
so
we're excited about this.
Yeah,
one.
gotta
Good.
say, just looking through this, I'm ready for the fall. So we're talking about great things to do in the fall. Let's talk about what is on the cover, which is Las Cruces.
All right. Well, you know how there's Albuquerque's been getting a little bit, hipper, a little cooler the last few years. There's a buzz about Albuquerque, more things to do, place to go. Kind of the same thing is going on in Las Cruces.
Okay.
There's more urban amenities, new cultural institutions, cultural events, and at no time of the year is it more on display than in September. They really put their best foot forward in September, early October. This is the time of the year when Las Cruces kind of goes off. They have the White Sands Film Festival has been growing and growing. It's just, it's really a big deal on the indie film circuit these days. They have the whole enchilada festival, which is kind of a, they make the biggest enchilada in the world, but it's a kind of a celebration of border.
Right up my alley.
Oh, it's a celebration of border culture.
I don't know if you know this, Dave, but I'm a big enchilada fan.
Okay,
fan.
well, good. Then, and there's a wine harvest festival down there. Most of the grapes in the state are grown,
right.
down in that area.
And the Sea Valley was one of the original areas, right, for wine. I mean, even before California was in the wine
Yes,
business.
absolutely. Where 400 years ago, the first grapes in what is now the United States were grown there. So yeah, there's Southern New Mexico State Fair and Rodeo. So it's just a great time to visit down there.
Yeah.
And I want to talk state fair. That's,
Yeah.
oh man, one of my favorite
Yeah.
things. I love the state fair. So we talk
Yeah.
about that in this also, right?
Absolutely, and it comes in. It's for 11 days and sort of the heart of September here, of course, and Expo, and it's really New Mexico in a nutshell, isn't it? I mean, it's been going on since 1938.
Wow.
It's still got a very traditional elements to it. Agricultural contests, etc. It's got a Native pavilion, Hispanic pavilion. It's got concerts all the time. It's got a car show. There's all kinds of great things to see and do there. And you got your fair food, of course. You got good fair food,
Yes.
bad fair food, and so bad it's good fair food.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, that's the one that I go for.
Right.
So bad it is good. Now, one thing that rings in that I always think of, it kind of precedes the state fair, is, of course, the burning of Sosobra, Old Man Gloom.
Right.
So, now, I know they were talking about moving it, making it more that it would be on a Friday, that it was more of a weekend thing. Is that happening?
That is happening.
It
so
is
this
happening.
Is, Sosobra is, again, another tradition only in New Mexico, only in Santa Fe, this one, since the 20s, where this giant marionette gets, becomes a vessel for everybody's sort of bummers that they want to, burn up.
Yeah.
In this great cathartic, event. But it had become sort of a bummer itself.
Right.
It happened. They started, they raised the ticket prices. They made it, they heightened security. It was on a Thursday night. It became kind of like people weren't digging it anymore.
Yeah.
And that they changed course last year. They lowered the ticket price to a very affordable $10. And this year they are having it on a Friday night, which it makes it more, family friendly.
Right, you don't have to get up and work the next morning.
Yeah,
You can
I've
really
never,
enjoy the time.
we can go this year because the kids, we're not
Exactly.
going to keep our kids up till 11 o'clock at
On a
night.
school
on
night,
a school
absolutely.
Night. So yeah, Zozo's got his mojo back.
Zozo's got his mojo.
Now, Bean Day in Wagon. Let's talk about that.
We keep going back in time with these traditional kind of, Bean Day dates from 1909, out in that part of the state, the northeastern part, the agricultural area. Pinto beans were their prime, cash crop, and that's when this fair started. And even though Wagon Mound these days is something like population 300, this festival keeps going strong.
That's great.
And
Yeah, because you don't think of Wagon Mound as a destination
Not at
for a
all.
festival, which is really exciting. One place you do, though, that I want to hit on really quickly that you also talk about before I run out of time is the Santa Fe Farmers Market.
Yeah.
Santa Fe,
Right.
we always think of as a great place.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the farmers market is known as one of the best in the country, and if you go there and you check it out, you know why. Because most of the farms, it celebrates. It's the epitome of all the things that are the trends in food for the last few years: local, sustainable, organic or, certainly not going to get your GMO products there. You're not
Sure.
going to get pineapples imported from Peru at the
Right.
Santa Fe Farmers Market.
Yeah.
You're going to get stuff that there's no resale allowed. So the growers are the sellers are the growers. And now you're getting the high summer crops in and the early fall crops in. So you're getting the best, seasonal
That's great.
confluence right now. And as always, the people watching is fantastic.
Yeah.
And in Santa Fe, it's a great event. And, you get really good food there, and it's a great experience.
So you really have
Yeah.
no excuse not to have fun, is what you're saying here. And the New Mexico Magazine September issue.
Right.
Make a subscription. That's probably the best way to do it. nmmagazine.com.
Yeah, that's a great way to do it. You can pick it up at the newsstand so you don't miss the current issue.
Yep.
Okay.
And now's about the right time to start thinking about giving New Mexico Magazine as a Christmas
As
gift.
a Christmas gift, that's right.
It's a
Yeah,
gift
fantastic.
that keeps on giving.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Dave, always a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. And for a recap on this and to get your subscription going, head over to cast.com, click on the Style tab. We will have links to nmmagazine.com.